don't like all the bullshit terms that everybody uses these days. You know, for instance, like girls are like, I can't even. Like, I just can't even. I hate it, man. Whenever I hear a girl say I can't even, I just imagine that they would finish their sentence with swim and then I could push them into a pool. I can't even. Bitch, you can't even finish your thoughts. I also hate when people tell me they rescued their dog, you know? Because it's bullshit, man. You didn't rescue a dog. You went to a place that sells dogs, and you left with a dog. You know, it's like me going to a farmer's market and then telling you I rescued a tomato. It's nonsense. It's not a rescue if it's a transaction, okay? Transactions aren't rescues. If they were, then last night, I was at Rick's Cabaret and I rescued a lap dance. And after the show, I'm going to swing by my buddy's house and rescue a bag of weed. Those are both things I'm very capable of. I don't know, man. I like telling stories. I'll tell you guys, this is a very embarrassing story about me. When I went back to college my sophomore year, I went with this kind of haircut. It was new, it was very long on top. And it was one of those haircuts, I assume we've all been there, they're like, this fucking sucks, right? But you tell yourself, you're like, no one cares, and I don't care what people think, you know? So I go to check into my dorm and I give this little black girl my last name, and she's supposed to give me a key, but instead, she just looks at me and she goes, so I was like, what? And she goes, you know what? It's nothing. I was like, all right, now seriously, what? And she goes, you just look exactly like Jimmy Neutron. I was like, what? In my mind, I was like, she's probably never even seen Jimmy Neutron. I go, have you ever seen Jimmy Neutron? She goes, I watch this shit all the time. This shit's my favorite show. So I was like, fuck. So I go back to my dorm room, I grab my buzzers, I grabbed my buzzers, but before I did that, I Googled Jimmy Neutron just to see, you know, because I didn't believe it. So I Googled Jimmy Neutron, I look at him, I look in the mirror, I look identical to the boy genius. So I had to shave my head, you know, like a 4 all the way around. So I grab my clippers and I plug them in, and I just go bzzz. And then I look in the mirror and I was like, fuck, this day just got worse. I didn't put the thing on the clipper, you know? So I shaved a valley down the center of my skull. And at that point, I had to shave my entire head, you know? And I'm very bony. I have a very bony face, a very slim figure. Imagine this bony face with no hair. I look like a lizard. If you had known me at that time, I could have saved you 10% or more on your car insurance. Okay. That's how I went from Jimmy Neutron to Jimmy Nazi. It was awful, man. It took me like 2 months of slithering around that campus for like my confidence and my soul and my hair and my tail to regenerate. Here's a not so smooth transition. I don't understand that like everybody today plays these like never-ending iPhone and iPad games like Angry Birds or the Castle game where like Kate Upton's on TV bouncing her tits trying to sell young. Yeah. But that's bullshit, man. That's not real life, because in real life everything ends, okay? And when I was young, I grew up playing Oregon Trail. And in that game, my entire family died. All of them. And they didn't die like, oh, they just died in their sleep. No, they died from cholera and dysentery. Which, if you don't know, is uncontrollably vomiting and shitting yourself till your body fluid evaporates and you turn into a raisin. And that game was brutal, man. They made you list your party members, you know? So I'm 8 years old. I have my mom, I have my dad, I have Ian. Ian's my brother. You know, and I remember one time we were crossing a river, and the game's like, hey man, here's what happened. You were crossing a river, and your wagon tipped, and you lost some items. And then it was kind enough to list the items I lost. Axle, wagon wheel, Ian. I was like, yo, why is that dude third on my list, and how the fuck am I gonna get another axle? And you had to make tough choices, man. That game was like, hey, Ian's dead, press 1 to bury him. So I was like, and then a little screen popped up and it said, press 2 to move on. I was like, I don't even know what that means, like mentally, physically, you know? But it said I could save a day, so I'm 8 years old and I moved the fuck on. Once I found an axle. Oh man. I'll leave you guys just with this. I came up here and I wanted to see that Broadway show, Hamilton. Are you guys familiar with it? Yeah? Sick. Cool. But yeah, I wanted to see it because it had like a 60-minute special on it, you know? And I laughed out loud when I was watching the 60-minute special because this is how the narrator introduced Alexander Hamilton, okay? The guy goes, Alexander Hamilton, founding father of America's financial institution and famous philanderer. I was like, famous philanderer? That just means he's awesome at fucking around on his wife. It's like an SAT question, like which one does not belong? Yeah. But so, I got into it, like I kind of expected the narrator to like go on, like him and Alexander, like Hamilton were like homies, like, you should have seen Alex philander. Alex could philander anybody. I once saw Alex philander 14 women in 14 different colonies, and that's when only 13 were ratified. I don't know, man. In 1804, Alexander Hamilton died in a duel. A duel. That is amazing. That is some man shit. We should bring duels back. Now all we do is beef over Twitter. Our weapon of choice is 150 characters and a poop emoji. It's bullshit, man. We gone soft, even if Alexander Hamilton could have tweeted, do you think he would have? He'd be like, hey, we're duel. Hashtag YOLO. Nah. He would have philandered the guy's wife in the watershed and then blasted him in the face 5 minutes later. Here's my thing about YOLO. Okay, you should only actually use YOLO when the threat of death is imminent. If you were like wrestling a crocodile, YOLO. Reporting live from Syria, YOLO. Like Lost, walking through Harlem, YOLO. When it's like really almost over. Anyways, I kind of wish Alexander Hamilton was my grandfather, And if he was, I'd troll my friends. I'd be like, hey dude, how'd your grandfather die? He'd be like heart disease, it was really sad. How about yours? I'd be like, duel. That's right, his blood is in my body. I'm better than you. Unless, of course, he was like, it's funny you say that. My grandfather once killed a gentleman in a duel named Alexander. I'd be like, yo, grab your pistol. You meet me here in 5 minutes. I'd walk away, I'd be like, about to avenge this cat. Hashtag Gramps. Hashtag YOLO. Thank you guys, I'm Ryco and Glock.
One more round of applause for Ryco, you guys. Ryco!